Exposed. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
So, a lot of influencers are in hot water this week, and I say influencers very lightly. As you guys know, we're kind of in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. People have lost their jobs, businesses, and houses, and a lot of people have even lost their lives. Where I live, numbers are still rising, and you literally can't even enter a store without wearing a mask. Well, apparently influencers can't get the virus because a lot of these LA-based YouTubers and TikTokers are out here having massive birthday parties like nothing is going on in the world right now. Earlier this week, a video of Tana Mojo started going around the internet showing her at a party. In this quick Snapchat, you can see she's around a ton of people. There's literally no social distancing and there's not a mask in sight. She's also smoking, which her doctor told her not to because of asthma, but I mean, we already knew she didn't care about her health, so moving on. It turns out this party was for a TikToker named Lorray, who just turned 22. Nikita Dragun planned the entire thing, so there's a huge mix of YouTubers and TikTokers that attended. Even James Charles went and posted about it on Snapchat. Charli and Dixi D'Amelio also attended the party and were seen on Snapchat with James Charles. Which, hold on, didn't Charli literally just have nose surgery like last week? I know I'm not a doctor, but there's no way that would be recommended to go to a party after you just had literal surgery. Ironically enough, the person who this party was for tweeted about people partying during a pandemic only a few months ago, saying, "The fact that there's a virus going around and some of y'all really going out risking your health to go to a party with people you don't even like is so stupid, but shit, I'm bored, send me the addy next time." Luckily, Hollywood Fix was there to capture all of these people not wearing masks and not keeping their distance. In one video, Bryce Hall jokes with the paparazzi about how few people were attending the party, even though in reality the party was at capacity. In another video, you can see crowds of people on the street trying to get inside and hardly any of them are wearing masks. James Charles was also caught by the paparazzi not wearing a mask, which is crazy to me because it's like, James, you literally have a whole collection of sister masks you could have worn to be safe and promoted your merch at the same time. It's clear James wasn't trying to hide the fact that he was at this party either, because he posted a paparazzi photo to Twitter saying, I think this is the best paparazzi photo I've ever taken, oh my god. And I mean, I have to agree, but a mask would have made it so much better. Even Emma Chamberlain was spotted at this party, and yes, you guessed it, not wearing a mask. Anyways, the next day Nikita posted a video on Instagram from the party where she says that she was the one who planned the entire thing. So we can give it up to Miss Nikita Dragun for that party, I guess. The comments under this post were filled with people who were rightfully pissed off that Nikita threw a massive party in the middle of a pandemic. Not to mention, just yesterday, it was announced that California has the most confirmed cases than any other state. So yeah, people have every right to be upset at this. Here's what people had to say. Schools aren't opening in California because of cases, and y'all throwing a party with no care in the world? I know you wanted to throw a fun birthday bash for your best friend, but California, as of right now, is the #1 most infected state in the whole country. The US is already the most infected in the whole world. This just isn't the right time for this. Doesn't excuse the fact that you were at a party with 100 people when there's a pandemic saying no groups larger than 10, sis. Nikita actually replied to this person and said, majority of the people attending actually live in the house. Everyone was checked upon entering the party. First off, if majority of people live in that house, then I'm very concerned. And second off, that's a lie. And what does she mean everyone was checked? Like, checked for what? Did they just have free coronavirus tests going up everyone's noses to gain entry to the party? Cause I'm confused. Tyler Oakley, who definitely wasn't at the party, spoke up against all the influencers that attended. He wrote, "If your favorite influencers are at a huge house party during a pandemic and are dumb enough to post it on social media, they are bad influencers. Unfollow them." He even called them out by name, saying, "Hi James Charles, Nikita Dragun, Tana Mojo, Lorray, Charli D'Amelio, and Dixi D'Amelio, and any others who've been partying in large groups. Please consider social distancing, mask wearing, and using your huge platforms to encourage responsibility during a worldwide pandemic." Of course he got dragged by these TikTokers' 14-year-old fans that don't really understand the seriousness of a pandemic, but that's what makes this whole situation even more messed up. All of these people have such huge followings of young kids and teens, and the influence they hold is massive. Imagine if they all promoted social distancing and showed their young fans that even they have to cancel parties and events so everyone can stay healthy. The impact that would have on these kids would be amazing. I did actually see Larray, the person who the party was thrown for, acknowledge that the party probably wasn't a good idea. He replied to Tyler and said, "I understand 100% where you're coming from, and it was a dumb thing to do. I will do better and actually take this shit seriously. Appreciate you, Tyler. Much love." Not only are influencers partying during a pandemic, but they're also traveling abroad and, yep, you guessed it, not wearing a mask. Adeline Moran and her friend Maya are currently traveling through Greece when non-essential travel is discouraged right now. Her Instagram stories are filled with her having fun on a beach or out exploring the country, not wearing any kind of mask, and pretty much acting like there isn't a pandemic going on right now. It seems like Adeline has been deleting most comments about her traveling during a pandemic, but a few comments managed to stay up from her fans saying, "Ma'am, did you really have to go to Greece in the middle of a pandemic? So you tell your viewers to stay at home and be safe, but you can travel to Greece? Not very responsible." I don't know guys, all of this just seems so crazy to me. It seems like most influencers who live in their little bubble in LA aren't grasping how serious the situation really is. People can't visit family in hospital, they can't have funerals, they can't get married, and some can't even go to work because of what's going on in the world right now. But somehow going to a TikTok party and traveling to take Instagram pictures is more important.